talking the other day just about how you guys are getting everybody's best shot. Obviously, you saw it in Colorado, for instance, and I feel like another instance of that today.
Yeah, for sure. They played really, really well. I think we gave them a lot of confidence in the beginning, and it's scary when you give that to any team in the Pac-12, because then they start to feel it. They take harder swings. They're more aggressive, more assertive. But yes, they did play very well.
It seemed like even in that Colorado match and here today, you started serving the ball exceptionally well late, and it just kind of looks like you kind of get locked in a sense. Can you just talk about like your mindset, I guess, at the service line late in the match?
I mean, it is hard to get in that mindset. Sometimes I'm definitely not in it, but at the end of the day, you have complete control with the ball in your hand. You start the play, and I think that's just how I feel in those moments, especially at the end. I mean, I think we were only up by 1 when I went back there, and just I know as an outside hitter, like passing short balls is not my favorite thing. So I'm like, well, let's see if they can do it, and then you kind of just start to feel it the more and more you get into it. But yeah, I think that was really big. I don't think they were passing really, really well, so I think that was a really big thing to get back there for all people at the service line.
I just feel like Mimi fought through things today. It seemed like she had to battle it a little bit, but she ends up with a pretty good line by the end of the night.
Yeah, for sure. It's funny because I don't think she's really had to do that all season, and she's a freshman, and I was trying to talk to her in the first half of the match, and she's like, I just need to get through it. I'm like, what can I do to help you? And she's like, I just need to get through it. And I'm like, you're right. And then Matt got on her a little bit more than he ever has, and it's really impressive how she responded in that moment. Ever since then, she was starting taking really big swings. She really wasn't afraid to make errors, maybe that she was more tentative in the first half of this match. But it's just really special to see freshmen respond like that. And she's one of the best in the country, if not the best. So she's the one to do it.
It's kind of like going off of just talking about Mimi. Can you just talk about her development, like as a freshman, and how, like what you've seen? Because you've been in her shoes before. Does she remind you of you at all, or do you feel like she's a different type of player? Or how do you feel about that?
I do think we're very, very different. She is so cool, calm, and collected always. Sometimes I'm a little energetic, crazy out there, but and also when I was a freshman, I was a libero. So I mean, it's a little bit of a different mindset that I have as a libero to an outside. But the way everyone gets through things differently, everyone plays differently, and I think she's so consistent because of that cool, calm, and collectedness. Me, on the other hand, I kind of have to get myself going with that energy, and I normally do that most matches. But yeah, just different players, but she's fantastic.
You spoke of like feeding off the energy. Can you just talk about the energy that you were feeling? I guess like in that second set, obviously you didn't pull out the victory, but going on a 7-0 run late against Set Point, I mean, the crowd was pretty electric in that point.
Yeah, I heard the crowd every single second. I mean, we talked about serving earlier, and Hannah got back there and served 7 in a row. Tough balls, got them out of system, allowed our defense to get set up, and then we fed off of each other in those moments. I think our worst moments today were when we were all isolated and we were playing as individuals. We weren't asking for help. We weren't celebrating together, but we really came together in that second set. And we showed that we need to play that every single step of the way. I mean, whoever's on the other side of the net is going to compete every single point, and it just depends on what we're doing on our side.